Hello everyone, welcome to all in Koleshwar Junior CBSE School Ambazogai. Admission open for nursery to 8th standard. Welcome to all in this video. In last video, we saw that where animals live adaptation. But half chapter is remaining. So today we discuss about remaining chapter. So let's start our remaining chapter. First concept is an amphibians. An amphibian can live both on land and in a water. They have some special adaptations that helps them do so. So look at this picture everyone, and now I explain adaptation that help frogs are. Look at this picture. In this picture, frog adapted to amphibian life. A frog is an amphibian. It lays eggs in water. The eggs hatch into tadpoles which live in water till they grow into adult frogs. Tadpoles have long fin tail to help them swim and breathe through gills. As tadpoles grow into frogs, their bodies change. The tail gives way to legs. They develop lungs to breathe on land. The frog's adaptation already I explained the before chapter. So in the chapters only few concept is there for frogs adaptations, means frog adapted to amphibian life. Firstly, the frog lays eggs in water. After that, the eggs hatch into tadpoles which live in water till they grow into the adult frog. When you grow and grown, that time he fin tail to help them swim and breathe through gills. After that, the tadpoles grow into frog. Their bodies change. The tail gives way to legs. They develop lungs to breathe on land. These are points of frogs adaptation. Next is aerial animals. Aerial animals can fly. Birds, some insects and bats are examples. However, some birds such as ostrich, kiwi and penguins cannot fly. They are known as flightless birds. Some animals can fly, but some animals cannot fly. Which animals cannot fly? Ostrich, kiwi and penguins cannot fly, but these animals are known as flightless birds. So after that, one concept I explain you. First is flight adaptations in birds. Birds के बारे में हम जानकारी लेते हैं. Look at this picture everyone. This picture, birds adapted to fly. This picture is explain and show you birds adapted to fly. Flying birds have very large breast muscles. Muscles on the chest pulls the wings down as well as up. Everyone know that the birds how can fly because they have wings as well as large breast muscles. They help the muscles on the chest pull the wings down as well as up. Birds have specific muscles that help control the feathers during flight. Birds have hollow bones filled with air sacs. This adaptation makes the bird's skeletal system lightweight and easy to get in the air. Birds are the only animals with feathers. We know that only birds have feathers. Flight feathers are found at the end of the wings and tails. The wings feathers are sturdy and supported to birds while it is flying, while the tail feathers prevent the birds from tilting in the air. Next is flight adaptations in insects. Insects are very small but is very important of this part, means flight adaptations in insects. Look at this picture everyone. Bees have two pairs of wings. The honey bee's wing strokes incredibly fast, about 200 beats per second, thus making the distinctive buzz. A honey bee can fly for up to 6 miles and as fast as 50 miles per hour. This helps it visits thousands of flowers while it is out collecting nectar. Everyone know that honey bee collect the honey, and how they collect the honey, which time, means how many time. Here explain it. Butterflies are insects, but large scaly wings set them apart. These wings allow them to fly from flower to flower to suck nectar. And everyone, we know that, and everyone already see the butterflies, how they fly and how they collect the nectar, suck the nectar. Butterflies are insects, everyone we know that, the but large scaly wings set them apart. These wings allow them to fly from flower to flower to suck nectar. Next is flight adaptations in bats. Everyone know that, and everyone see the bats. Bats are the only mammals that are capable of continued flight. They have a variety of skeletal adaptation that allow them to fly. Look at this picture. In this picture we see that bats adapted to fly. Like birds, they have reduced and short ended bones so that they are light enough to take to the air. Bats are the only mammals that are capable of continued flight. These are the adaptations of bats. Now here finish our aerial animals concept. Next concept is adaptations for protection. Protection is very important part for adaptation. So let's start this concept. Animals must protect themselves from other animals and dangers to stay alive. Different animals have different adaptive features that help them protect themselves. So first, camouflage. Camouflage is the ability to blend into the surrounding environment. It is useful self-defense method for an animal when trying to avoid a predator. How the animals use their camouflage and how to save to any predator. Now I explain you. Camouflage and leapfrog can change their appearance to match their surroundings. Sticks insects really look like sticks, which means their predator walk away, not interested to eat sticks for dinner. Now I explain with examples. Look at this picture, everyone. In this picture we see that zebras camouflage, how they camouflage to protected our life. Zebras use camouflage to fool their would-be predators. To a lion, a herd of zebras may look more like a mass of black and white strips than delicious prey. So this type, the zebras use their camouflage and protect our life. Next concept is hibernation and migration. What is the difference about two words, hibernation and migration? Hibernation, now I explain you. In habitats that grey very cold, animals adapt by hibernating or sleeping for up to a few months at a time. During hibernation, the animal survive on the stores fat in its body. And migration is when animals leave their habitat for another one that has better climatical conditions. For instance, during freezing winter, some birds would fly to a warm spot, returning back to the original habitats once the weather becomes warmer. This is a different about hibernation and the migration. Next concept is in a shell. The bodies of garden snail, clams, crabs, and tortoise are covered by a hard shell. Everyone know that the tortoise bodies are covered by a hard shell. The shell helps them to stay protected for enemy attack. Garden snails and tortoise can also pull their heads, legs, or their whole bodies inside their shell. Clams protect themselves by closing up their shells. Next is Next concept is spines. Spines means long hair like that a needle. Spines can injure enemies that go near to attack it. Look at this picture. In this picture, porcupine has spine to protect it. How the porcupine use their spines and protect ourselves. Porcupines raise their long stiff spines as a warning when their enemies try to approach them. Next concept is poison. Poison is very harmful to our animals. Some animals like that cobras, wasps, etc. use their poisons and protect to our themselves. Next concept is puff up. A number of animals try to appear larger in order to ward off predator. The blowfish, a puffer fish, has the ability to puff up to about twice in a normal size in response to a predator advance. Look at this picture, everyone. This picture of a blowfish. Blowfish to ability to make our size in smaller and smaller and bigger. These types, the blowfish, use their ability means puff and protect our themselves. Next concept is playing dead. Many meat eating animals will not eat an animal if they find it dead. Some animals food is only live meat, means when they find a dead meat they not eat. But some animals use their ability when the predator is come, that time he fell dead, is acting, but when they gone they live again. This act can fool a hunting animal into losing interest. Here our chapter is finished. In this chapter we understood that all concept, means today we understood amphibian, after that aerial animals, after that adaptation for protection, after that hibernation and migration, after that in a seal, spines, poison, pull off, playing dead, and semi attack. And I hope that we all understood this chapter, and this is question and answer I will submit you next week. Thank you.